Hello everybody, how's it going? It is me, Heather B. Denture Diva. How's everybody? How's my party people? This is a very so important freaking video. I can't even stress this. I've known way too many people in the last, we'll just say 2 weeks, that are hardcore going through some bad shit with dental implants. So we're gonna have a little conversation. But before we get started, guys, if you like my content, you like the true facts and true information, giveaways and lives and all the fun good stuff, don't forget to hit subscribe down below, click that bell button and click all. Also like the videos that you like so it goes in the algorithm of YouTube and other people can be informed as well. So it's really important to like videos that you like, and you can share them if you want to share them, but it's important to like them because then other people can see that. And if you find it super informational, you go do that. Okay, so I'm gonna skip everything else because I want to get into it. Not make this video so stupid long like I do with all my videos. Okay, so there's been a few people, I will never say names, I'm huge on privacy, and even in my support group, everybody will tell you I'm a crazy chick when it comes to privacy, no hashtags, no nothing, I don't play games. So, there's a few of my followers that have been coming to me for the last 2 weeks, telling me, first of all, I want to also state that dentists and oral surgeons keep your patients informed. They should know the good and the bad that's going to come with any procedure, especially dental implants. And I'm so tired and I can't help people and I feel bad because I like to help people. That's just what I do. And it bothers me when I can't fix something for somebody. It really bothers me. I can't do shit about dental implants. I can't. Just a denture diva. I can't do anything. I'm just the denture fairy godmother of the world. So, there's been so many telling me, Heather, like this one girl, I feel bad for you, girl, and you know who you are, I love you. She's been going through some hell. Actually, a couple of people have. Apparently the oral surgeons failed to tell people the bad of dental implants. Not only can they be rejected, which I tell you guys that all the time, you could end up with infections. And I mean, massive infections to cause bone loss and a bunch of other things. They can hit a nerve. Now, this is the main problem that I'm seeing from everybody in the last, we'll say month. Shit, we'll say the last 6 months. That dentists or oral, actually, well, it depends. Some dentists can do, like, dental implants. They have a specialty. Like, say they do dentistry and oral surgery, like my dentist does. If it's too complicated, he'll send them to, like, you know, hardcore dental surgeon. Sorry guys, my allergies are kicking my butt. But I feel so bad because when they hit a nerve, guys, I'm a woman with many diseases, autoimmune, and I have major neuropathy diseases like small and large fiber neuropathy. I have MS, I have neuromyelitis optica. Like, I'm in neuro hell. We'll just go with that. Kind of glad I never did dental implants, given what people are being tortured, because this would be my luck. So when people get dental implants, some people have been having problems because the oral surgeons stop going in blind. Because if you do the correct scans, like x-rays, CTs, MRIs, whatever you need to do to make sure you do not hit your patient's nerve. And I understand it's difficult. I get it. I do. I actually very much get it because I've had many surgeries and doctors to tell me this. But if they hit a nerve, it can now cause permanent damage, which means you're going to have, okay, let me explain the pain to you. Say you had an abscess in your real teeth. Y'all remember that shit. So you get a real pain, you know, abscess in your teeth that radiates pain. It sucks. There's no, I had liver stones stuck in my liver duct and it felt like someone stabbing you excruciatingly. I thought that was the worst pain. Like, I'd rather give birth 10 times than deal with that. No. Dental pain to me, and I don't mean like extraction pain because that goes away. That's not even that bad. I mean, it sucks, but it's not like abscess pain. Thank God. We'll just say I'm happy I got my teeth out. So all those people that go to the dentist, they're like, oh, I have an abscess, I have to get my tooth pulled. I'm like, did that. I'm so glad I'm not you because I went through hell. Which I'll explain to you guys at a later date exactly what I went through with a certain case. That's how I feel for these people. An oral surgeon hit the poor girl's nerve, God bless her soul, and now she's in neuro hell. And I know what she's going through, and I told her, girl, If you did not sign a paper, first of all, when you guys get any surgery done, any surgery, I've gotten oral surgery done. I had to sign papers. I freaking had to sign papers to just get dentures. I had to sign papers to just get my teeth pulled. So if you're not signing anything, you don't have anything whatsoever to show for what you signed for. Or they told you, oh, you signed it. Great. Let me see the paperwork. Oh, and if you don't remember signing anything, every surgery in the universe, you're supposed to sign a paper saying that you're giving them permission to do this, and they told you the risks. Now, there were major risks with dental implants that some oral surgeons don't tell you. I can't say all because there are some banging oral surgeons out there that are fully informed with their patients and they explain everything. Like everything. Love you guys. Thank you. Teach the bad ones. Would appreciate it. But these poor people that are coming to me, and I wish I can help you guys. I really, really do. But all I can help you is how to back your investigation up and how you can help yourself. Part of dental implants, guys, it can hit a nerve. So it could be permanent. And that's the shitty part of it all. Because what I go through neuropathy-wise, I'm on Lyrica, which is a godsend because I wouldn't be able to move if I couldn't. But I still have a lot of pain due to MS and, well, my back's a holy crapshoot. I get electric shock feeling through my body, so I know what you guys are going through. But please be informed when you get dental implants. Get them done during extraction day. Make sure your oral surgeon tells you all the risks that can happen, like implant rejection. I tell you guys this, you have a less likely chance for it to be rejected the day you get extractions. If after extractions you want to get it done like 2 years later, now you have a high risk chance that your implant's going to be rejected by your body. You can end up with a massive infection that can make it rejected. You'll never be able to do it again of implants. And it can cause a bone infection. It's a lot of bad that can happen. Also, it can hit a nerve. Some people are like, oh, that's not that bad if they remove the implant. They can remove the implant. But if there's permanent damage, like say they went right through the nerve, so screwed. You guys don't understand. There's all different kinds of nerves. And people are like, oh, well, I got my tooth taken out. There should be no nerve. There are nerves all over your body. Your skin's an organ too. Remember that. So they're all through your skin. They're through every part of your body. That's what makes you feel pain to begin with, is nerves. I feel so bad because, guys, make sure when you get your surgery done, before you do, they fully inform you. Ask them, I want to know the good and the bad with this. Don't sugarcoat anything. I didn't ask for Willy Wonka. You were to keep it real with me. You want people to keep it real. So what I told you are the main things that can happen with dental implants. And it's crazy because it's been more common now than I've ever seen it common. Like, first, I've never seen it happen to anybody until recently. Because normally, if a dentist knows what they're doing, they will not hit the nerve. If you look at the scans, blah, 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 you can see a main nerve. You can see all that. I mean, the little superficial ones you can't see. I mean, if you can, cool. I don't know if an MRI would show all that. But make sure they have all the information they need. And tell them, do not hit a nerve on me. Know what you're doing. Do not go in blind. Like my dentist, I love him to death and all. But when over here cracked because he didn't look at my scans to see my teeth are hooked. Like, my teeth hooked. You love how I explain things. It ended up ripping over here, and he has, oh my God. When they smoothen out your jaw with a saw majiggy thing, and they're it's like road rash to the face. Just saying. So it took a long time for over here to heal, and ended up just going to a full denture instead of a partial. But dentists and oral surgeons, keep your patients informed. It is that simple. And I feel so bad because the people come to me and they're like, Heather, what can I do? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, first of all, you got to make sure if you signed anything. Go to them and ask them. Say, what papers did I sign for you guys to do the surgery? I want to see everything. And if they have papers to prove that they told you everything, on the paper it tells you the bad that can happen. You signed it. That means always read the papers you were given. I've done it to myself where I don't read the paper and I just sign. Because I know the good and bad that can come with it. I already know that. My dentist would be like, Heather, do I need something? I'm like, no, I know. I can fall apart, blah, blah, blah. And he starts laughing. And I'm like, people explain things to me, like the people I've been to. And if they didn't, I'm like, excuse me, you want to tell me what can happen during the surgery? He's like, oh, you could die. I'm like, see, that's not a side effect. That's like KO. So explain, please, because that don't make sense. But always make sure they keep you informed. Always get copies. Ask them, say, can I get a copy of everything I'm signing? Because I like it for my own records. Be your best own advocate, because that's all you can do. And sometimes the situations aren't preventable. You know, shit happens sometimes. But I do know that if they did the scans that they could and did everything that they could to prevent it hitting a nerve, you know, there are things you can do to do the best you can to prove. Like if oral surgeons are like, you know, here's a scan, never showed this nerve, it only showed this nerve, I avoided, blah, 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 I did all this. That means they did the best that they could to try to prevent the situation from even happening. Now, people say with dentures, they get neuropathy. You get neuropathy with anything. I'm going to be real with you. So when you just get extractions taken out, you got to realize that the skin nerves, superficial, non-superficial, whatever, those nerves are pissed off, shall we say. And it takes time to heal. That's why the first year with dentures, or with any dental work, actually, that first year is crucial with healing. You need to make sure you're cleaning your dental implants or your dentures or your gums amazingly. Stay on point. Do everything you need to do to prevent any damage. If you don't take it seriously that you can get dry socket. You know, dry socket is an exposed nerve. The blood clot is now dislodged or completely gone. And that nerve is exposed. That blood clot is necessary. People message me and go, Heather, is this normal? I'm like, what? What am I looking at? What's normal? They're like, the blood. I'm like, yeah, don't take it out. Don't take it out. You need those blood clots to protect the nerve so you don't end up in hella pain. For all my homies out there that have had dry socket, y'all know hella pain. Like, so I want people to be informed of what can happen with dental implants. Know that being rejected, if you want to do implants, all right, well, I saved money and now 5 years later I can do implants. You have a good chance of it being rejected. Good chance. You're going to have to get bone grafting done. There's so many things. An infection. If you don't take care of your implants amazingly, you will get infected in your implant, which not only your implant, it'll be your bone, and then it has to be removed because it's now being rejected. The infection can cause the rejection. Even just your body itself can reject it. Like for autoimmune people like me, when you get implants, you have a higher chance of it being rejected. Because our bodies are not nice. I'm just going to lay that out. But I feel so bad for the people coming to me because there's nothing I could do. And I do the research for them. I really do. I'm like, listen, I looked it up because I didn't know a whole lot about it. So thank you guys for having me look up something else that I can know more about. I love knowing stuff. So when I was reading the information, there's only certain nerve things that can help. Now, my personal experience, Cymbalta, is a depression medication, but it's great for neuropathy pain. I was on it. The reason why I got off of it is because I had an allergic reaction. I have allergic reaction to everything. Because when you have so many autoimmune diseases, you're allergic to everything. It's annoying. But it did great help with pain. Seriously. So if anybody has nerve pain, try that because it works great. Then you have Lyrica, which is what I'm on. I've been on it for forever. I'm on the max dosage you could possibly legally be on. I have too many neuropathy diseases. It sucks. Nerve pain sucks. It really does. Out of all the pains, because I mean, I've had bone cancer. I've had so many different things. I have bone issues, you know, and when your muscles deteriorate and all that, honestly, to me, the true horrible pain is neuropathy pain. So when an implant hits straight onto that nerve, it's like it can go numb. It can get sharp and stabby. It can do so many things and it doesn't let up. So I deal with chronic pain on a daily basis. And I know how chronic pain can mess with you mentally. There's many times where I'm like, dude, I don't even want to do this anymore. Like, I've been tortured for too freaking long. My doctors didn't believe me. I had something wrong with me. Now I have too many things wrong with me and they don't know what to do. But if people listen to you to begin with, maybe somebody would actually help you quicker than it being too late. But I just feel bad because, like, I even asked that person, I'm like, did they tell you what could happen? Did you, everybody has to sign a paper before they do surgery. You know, permission, HIPAA laws, all that stuff. So you have to sign papers. And if somebody tells me they didn't sign anything whatsoever, that's a red flag. That's a gigantic red flag. So you want to contact the people and be like, can I have copies of those, please? Because you said I signed something. And you can sign things and not know it, especially if you're loopy or, you know, you took something or whatever the hell happened. You know, and if time goes by, you might not even remember if you did. Even I get brain fog like crazy. I'm like, did I? I don't know. But always get papers, guys. Always, always, always ask for the good and bad. Because doesn't mean the bad's going to happen, but it's good to know, you know, what can happen so you're aware. So you can make the choice, is this worth it? Is it? What's the chances of this happening? You know, if they say it's rare happening, but then it happens to you, you're like, well, how rare is it? You could be in that rare section. That's the crappy part. But always, before you see a dentist, oral surgeon, doctor, anybody, always do your research on them. Don't go to Yelp, because I don't think anybody uses that anymore. Google has all the true reviews, and you could see somebody has 4.5 stars. You're like, great, I'm just going to go there. No, read the reviews, because those could be good reviews for like cleanings and cavities and whatever, but then you'll have your bad reviews in there about dentures and how that person was not good at it. So the dentist could be good with normal stuff, but as far as dentures and extractions, all that, they might not be that great with. But I just feel bad because I wish I could do something. And all anybody can do is, now you should be at this point getting an MRI if the nerve was affected by the implant. That's my opinion, because I've seen a lot of bad and they always send me for an MRI, and with contrast and with or without contrast. And you need to speak to an oral surgeon who did it to you. You need to be like, hey, you know, did you take scans to make sure you weren't hitting any nerves, or did you go in blind? You know, when dentists, oral surgeons, doctors, surgeons, anybody rush something and they don't look at scans, they're just like, oh, it's like everybody else. First of all, we're not statistics. I'm tired of doctors saying that. Even my primary said it to me when she first came about. She was like, oh, statistically, it's not your gallbladder. It's not your age group. My gallbladder exploded and I almost died. My kids would have had a fun-filled suing aspect of getting millions for them killing me if I died from that. But Albany Med doctors saved my life. Except they kind of screwed up and left the liver stones in there. And then I almost died from that. Good times. But you need to make sure, always make sure, even though they seem like the best dentist or oral surgeon ever, make sure you see those scans. Be your best own advocate, because guys, if we don't advocate for ourselves, nobody's going to advocate for us. We can't trust them to advocate for us and protect us. We have to be able to advocate and protect ourselves. And it sucks because a lot of bad can happen with dental implants. The main things are hitting a nerve, infection, rejection, all of that. I warn a lot of people about that. But I'm seeing so many people go through it more recently than anything. And people need to be aware before they go do it. I mean, you can Google it, look it up on the Mayo Clinic. They tell you all this stuff. So my information is coming from like 10 sites. And they all say the same thing, because I had to make sure. But like, the longer you wait to do implants, the more chances of rejection happen. You don't take care of it. If you don't do whatever, it can get infected. And I mean infected. It could be bad. It could hit a nerve. And you can have permanent nerve damage. If they take out the implant, it can heal. And, you know, stay within a year. And then you have very little pain left. But when they hit that nerve, and if there is permanent damage, you're in chronic pain now for the rest of your life. And we all know what it's like to have abscess pain. So can you imagine that for the rest of your life? No, that's like being tortured. Hell no, I wouldn't even be able to do that. No. because I've been down that road and I have bad TMJ. So everybody out there with TMJ, there are exercises you can do that has been a godsend. I've had TMJ long before dentures. I've had lockjaw, actually I still do. I have a lot of issues. That's a separate video. But please educate yourself before you do any procedures. Always. If you haven't seen anything online and you be like, Heather, I need help finding this information before I go do it, I am happy to help. Damn it, I didn't want to make this video long. Chat a lot. Well, it's like talking to a friend when I talk to you guys, so it's easy, I guess. But if you ever need me, I will do my best always to help you. Always. Now, if they never told you the bad, you never signed any papers, and they messed you up like this, you probably do have grounds to sue them. But you always want to make sure you cover your butt, and you want to go to them, see what papers you signed, you want copies of them, you want whatever it is, blah, 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 and you need to flat out tell them, hey, now I have permanent damage to my nerve because you hit the nerve with the implant. But know before you get into something, guys. Educate yourself. Don't just trust doctors and people, surgeons, whoever. You have to only trust yourself. And the best way to do that is to do all the information you need to figure out the good and the bad. And then you look at the pros and the cons and you ask yourself, is it worth it? Because it's your body and your choice. But I totally feel for you for the ones that have permanent damage from implants. And I do know quite a few people that won't do implants because of the rejection. But most people, what I've seen, is there no one speaking up about the nerve damage. The permanent nerve damage, you're going to have hella pain for the rest of your life. So I definitely feel for you guys. And if you guys ever need me or even just a vent, you're having a shitty damn day, you can get a hold of me on Heather B. Denture Diva on Facebook, private message me. I'm always there. I talk to everybody all the time. If people don't have Facebook, which if I didn't have my support groups, I wouldn't, you can email me, which is in the description below of every video, which is the arrow next to the title of the video. But I'm sorry for the ones that suffer such trauma when they do dental implants. And I know people just wanted security of their denture, all to have a better quality of life. But always make sure you know the good and the bad before you go into anything. And I've done plenty of videos to warn people ahead of time. Just be careful. Be your best own advocate. Fight for your quality of life. Because no one else is fighting for us but us. That's why I make support groups, so we can all fight together. But I love you guys. God bless. Stay safe. And have a healthy, happy denture day. Later.